everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 32 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and we're gonna bash our head against the wall again and see what falls out with some more Dragons of Tarkir, Fate Reforged drafting. Haven't had much luck, haven't been able to crack this format terribly well, except for the initial blue-black success that I had. Maybe I should just force it, even though it's pretty overdrafted. But we're gonna jump into this queue, and I'll see you guys for pack one, pick one. Well, here we are with a gold blue-black rare, so there's that. Necromaster Dragon, which are you? Deals combat damage, pay 2, get a 2/2 black zombie, and each opponent mills 2 cards. I mean, it's a 4/4 flyer for 5, which is okay. I commit myself to 2 colors, which isn't quite as okay. It has to do combat damage to get that zombie, and if it's doing combat damage, I should be wrapping up the game pretty darn quickly anyway. That being said, it would be the pick if there wasn't an ultimate price. I think ultimate price is just significantly better. Yeah, it's nearly unconditional removal. You know, it doesn't kill Necromaster Dragon, I suppose. And, you know, I do pass this signal of, hey, blue-black's open, so maybe people start taking black, but I don't think you want to be taking that early, and I think ultimate price is just better. So we're going to take the ultimate price. What do we get? We get a Youthful Scholar, which I quite like. We can put ourselves into blue-black exploit with that. There is a pacifism as well. I do like me a pacifism. There's also a Sarkhan's Rage. Wow. Silumgar's Scorn, not quite as good. Better and constructed. But yeah, Youthful Scholar, Pacifism, Sarkhan's Rage. I think this really decides kind of where we're going to be going. I think I've tried black-white, and I didn't super like it, and I'm not a big fan of white. Black-blue is where I said I should force myself to go, but I know black-red is doing quite well as well. We don't have any exploit, so you know the Youthful Scholar may not be that amazing if we just whiff on exploit. I think Sarkhan's Rage is the one that requires no setup. It doesn't require anything of me. I'm going to play it if I'm in red, and it's going to be good. So I think we'll just take the Sarkhan's Rage. What do we get? We get a Defeat, which is pretty solid in black. We also get a Tail Slash, which is pretty darn solid in red. Defeat or Tail Slash? Well, I think Tail Slash ultimately is probably going to kill more. It requires the investment of having a creature beefy enough to kill another one. Defeat doesn't have that requirement, but you're stuck to killing just 2 drops, or maybe a 3-drop morph or something. So I think I'll just take the Tail Slash here. It goes with the Sarkhan's Rage pretty darn well. Well, there's a blue-black Swift Workite, which is not bad. There's an Tarkir, a Freet, and a Kolaghan Skirmisher as well. I think I might just take the Workite here. It puts us into black-red, but we have 3 solid reasons to be black-red right now. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the ability. I don't think it does that much generally on turn 7 when this thing is going to attack, but it is a 4/4 flyer. It can help me close out the game a bit, and I can get an Afreet. I can get a Skirmisher, I think, if I need to. So yeah, let's take that. Sprinting Warbrute, pretty good. Also a Sabertooth Outrider, also really good. So it's a 4/2 trample for 4. If you have Formidable, and you're halfway there just by having this guy, he gets First Strike on a turn, and First Strike's pretty good. So I guess, am I the dash deck, or am I the slightly more sort of beefy, formidable kind of deck? That's a good question. I mean, black-red is the color of dash, but I think Sabertooth Outrider is probably just better. Goes really well with Tail Slash. So yeah, let's take the Outrider. Reckless Imp is playable. I'm not a fan of Tormenting Voice. I've seen it played so much against me, and I love seeing it played on turn 2. Savage Ventmaw, we could end up red-green, but I don't terribly want to. So I think I'll just take the Reckless Imp. It's totally playable anyways. Another Outrider. Yeah, I'll take another Outrider. Over a self-inflicted wound and a duress, definitely. We could potentially drop the black, but the work height and the price are definitely making me hope that I end up there. What do we get? We get a dutiful attendant. Yeah. An anticipate. Yeah. Tomb shell. I mean, I guess we'll take the attendant, but I'd prefer to replace that with something at some point. Alright, coming back around, we get a Grave Purge, a Vandalize, a Foul Tongue Shriek. We get nothing, basically. Sidisi's Faithful is okay, but we're not really there, and I don't know if a blue-red exploit deck really works out that well, so I guess we'll go with the Grave Purge. Yeah, I don't think I'll play it, but it's black, I suppose. And here we get nothing. Nothing. Tread Upon is an option if I'm going to go green and get rid of black, but I don't want to do that. Nothing else is really suggesting those colors are open. I guess we just take the Vial of Dragonfire. Yeah, I guess we do. Ideally not playing it, though. I would have preferred maybe one or two more playables out of this pack, but what we got I think is pretty good. The Rage, the Slash, the Double Outrider, the Work Height, the price. The Imp and Attendant, not as good, but oh well. Well, we get another Attendant, and also a Volcanic Rush. I don't think I'll play the Rush, but I'll take it. I'd play it over a second Attendant, though. Foul Tongue, Shriek, sure, not going to play it. Well, we get 2 blue. I'll take the one that somebody might play over the one that nobody's going to play. And hey, look at that. A last pick Tormenting Voice. We could play it if we needed to. So that's pack 1. As I said, I'd prefer another playable or two. I guess I could count the Tormenting Voice as a playable. But yeah, hopefully pack 2 gives us some more black, maybe. Or I'd be okay with just a whole bunch more solid red. And then I'd love to grab me some Goblin Heel Cutters or something from pack 3. What do we get here? Well, we get an Avatar of the Resolute, another ultimate price, and foil at that. Is going to be the easy pick, I think. Minister of Pain, not what we're doing. Lightning Berserker, no. Impact Tremors, no. Sadist, no. Flatten, yeah, if ultimate price wasn't there, but I'm totally okay taking another price. Gonna need creatures, though. I've got pretty solid removal suite. Just need to back it up. Well, we get Anafenza, who we had last week and never got to play, but we get, look at that, even more removal. And we could have our choice of removal. We could have Deathwind, we could have Tail Slash again, we could have Defeat that we passed before. But Deathwind's going to be the pick here, I think. It's the most versatile. Yeesh, that's a lot of removal I'm going to have. I need some creatures to back it up. I've got some solid ones in the Outrider and the Workite, but need something more. I'd actually be pretty okay with the rest of my picks being creatures. What do we get here? Hand of Silumgar, Twin Bolt. We could take more removal. Scream Reach, Brawler. I don't think I can pass the Twin Bolt. I think I've got to take it, unfortunately. I do want that hand, though. Well, I don't know. I mean, I really need the creatures, and I think ultimate price, Deathwind, probably good enough without another Twin Bolt. Arg. Twin Bolt is good. Sigh. No, we've got to take the Twin Bolt. All of the removal. Take a Defeat. Actually, that might be what we take. We're looking at a Grave Purge, a Defeat, a Dragon Fodder, or a Seismic Rupture. I mean, at this point, I feel like I need to take the Dragon Fodder. everything I have for removal is better than defeat. So we'll take the dragon fodder, sadly, and hopefully replace it with something else. Something that has power and toughness. Alright, what does this pack bring us? This pack brings us Radiant Purge, which I totally forgot was a card. Impact Tremors, Lose Calm, Carsey Sadist. Those aren't great choices. I mean, Lose Calm, I guess we can steal one of their creatures for a turn to finish the game. Carsey Sadist is a creature. I feel like I might have to take the Carsey Sadist, because we might end up just a bit too creature light if we don't take some creatures soon. Alright, what do we get here? Well, here's the Hand of Silumgar that I felt a little bit bad about passing. There's also a Dragonlord Servant. We have only one dragon. Doesn't seem worth it. I think the Silumgar... Hand or Butcher? I mean, I don't have many creatures, so Butcher doesn't seem as good. I think I just want the little creature. It seems like a tough choice, though. So I really don't have many creatures. So he may end up having to sack himself. Otherwise, he's just a very expensive 3/3. I do have dragon fodder, so there's going to be a couple of things running around, maybe. Yeah, let's take the Butcher. I convinced myself. Well, I'm going to have so few creatures, I could try to be the Deadly Wanderings deck. I could try, and there's nothing else in the pack for me. We'll take it and think about it. But this is Spiky Saturday, not Wacky Wednesday, so I'll keep that in mind. Well, we got another Deadly Wandering, so I mean, we didn't have to take that last one. But we're looking at a Reckless Imp or a Shambling Goblin, and I think I'll just take the Reckless Imp. We don't have enough exploit, really, for Shambling Goblin. We've got the Butcher and the Sadist. The Sadist, which we hope will replace. Well, maybe we will have some exploit. We've got a Minister of Pain. Could take Impact Tremors and just be a jerk, but if we were going to be the Impact Tremors, we should have been taking all of them that we saw. Just one isn't worth it. So, yeah, let's take the Minister of Pain. Well, there's another of the Impact Tremors, so we could have done that, I suppose, but not now. A little bit too late. Let's take the foil land. Nothing else of concern in that pack, so may as well collect some foils. They're worth the same online as in paper, right? Another Grave Purge. Not gonna play it. Nothing of terrible concern here. Let's take a Scale Blessing. Defeat comes back around. Sure, more removal. Why not? Yet another Impact Tremors. We could have had 3. Another foil land, though, so that's awesome. So pack 3, I need 6 playables, preferably all creatures. And I really don't need removal in any way, shape, or form. Dagatar, you're not what I want. Merciless Executioner, you might be, but there is also a Goblin Heel Cutter. I'm not exactly the Goblin Heel Cutter deck. Not exactly the Goblin Heel Cutter deck. But if I get enough creatures, I could end up there. Merciless Executioner is pretty solid, though, but I have so much removal. Yeah, let's take the Heel Cutter. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we'll take the second Heel Cutter. Definitely taking the second Heel Cutter. There's also a Goreswine, a Sultai Emissary, a Reach of Shadows. There's some stuff that hopefully will come back around, but second Heel Cutter for sure. Do I take the third Heel Cutter? Do I take the third Heel Cutter? I think I do. I think I do. I really don't need a Dousing Gloom. Third Heel Cutter. Do I get a fourth one? Come on. I will not take a fourth one, though, unless there's nothing else in the pack. We don't get a fourth Heel Cutter. That's sad. We do get a Goreswine, and we get an Alicia's Vanguard. Collateral damage, Sig Host. I think we'll just take the Gore Swine. It's a totally fine creature. Works really well with Tail Slash. Yeah, totally okay. Shockmaw Dragon, Bathe in Dragonfire. So Shockmaw is whenever it deals combat damage, ping the board, your opponent's board. Could be another okay finisher. 13 creatures? Bathe in Dragonfire is pretty solid removal too. Yeah, let's take it. Let's just be the black-red removal deck. Lightning Shrieker. I mean, I technically will have time to do dumb things like Lightning Shrieker. There's nothing else in the pack either. I mean, there's a Smoldering Efreet, but yeah. So let's take Lightning Shrieker and probably plan to cut it. Black-red dual land. Sounds good. Alicia's Vanguard, another Gore Swine, a Hooded Assassin. Don't know if I want another Gore Swine. I do think I want a 3-drop though, so maybe Hooded Assassin's fine, and he could replace Carsey Sadist, and I'd be pretty okay with that, I think. Yes, let's do that. And I do technically have 15-ish creatures with Dragon Fodder. Not terrible, not terrible. If I can get one good creature to replace the Shrieker, I'd be pretty happy. Well, hey, Merciless Executioner came back around. I will take that and replace the Lightning Shrieker pretty gladly. That looks like a fairly solid deck to me. That is more removal than I'm used to ever seeing. Well, we don't get ourselves much back. We get a Friendly Fire and a Dark Deal. I'm not going to play either of those. Probably means nobody's black-white if the Harsh Sustenance is still there, but let's get rid of it anyways. Still nothing much. Let's pull out the Ethereal Ambush. Yeah, I think our deck is pretty much decided now. It's arguably just the Dutiful Attendant I don't super care about, but I do have some sack outlets for it with the Minister of Pain, the Merciless Executioner, and the Silumgar Butcher. Not much going on here. Let's take the Mystics. Host, not going to play it. Smoldering Efreet, not going to play it. And a Crew Shock. So there we go. There's our deck. Looks pretty solid to me. We've even got ourselves an on-color duel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 black. And how much red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 and 12. So we're going to look at an 8-8 split. Looks good to me. I'm fairly excited about this deck. It's, as I said, more removal than I'm ever really used to seeing. Just a quick check. We're no longer the Deadly Wanderings deck. We have enough creatures. Grave Purge, no. Tremors, Tormenting Voice, Lightning Trigger, Volcanic Rush. Nope, none of those. So yeah, that's the deck. I will submit this, and I will see you guys for round 1, where hopefully we can destroy a ton of creatures.